Hello, I'm Shalu Mehrotra. I am a psychotherapist and I have been working with Prafulta now for 25 years. So it's my silver jubilee year. What is Prafulta? Prafulta is a center for psychological wellness in Andheri East in Mumbai. It has all the psychological services, of course, and we have a lot of training programs, community outreach. And at this juncture, especially so in October, the mental health month, it's this juncture when I am right now in my practice, I felt I would like to listen to and interact with clients, with lots of other people on mental health. So having mental health conversations. So Illumine with Shalu. Okay. So uh, Prafulta is also a Don Bosco organization, as many of you may already know. And today's conversation is with Samia. And Samia has been absolutely brave and very, very courageous to come and share her experiences with me. I have met her as a client quite a few years back. At that time, she was working in the area of social work. And that was my first stint of, meeting her as a client. And a number of years later, she came back again. Now she's in the Middle East, married, has a little baby. And what I would like to ask Samia, the first thing, hi Samia, firstly.
Hi.
Yeah. So what I would like to ask her is when was the first time that you felt that there was some emotional well-being or mental health issues that you experienced, and what were they, Samia?
Ma'am, as I remember, I was in school and we did not have any awareness about mental health issues as such. I had my first anxiety attack when I saw some people fighting, and I didn't even know it was a panic attack. It's just that I couldn't stand, my legs gave in, and I had to take help of my classmates to go back home. I just couldn't stand. So, and my heart was beating very fast. So we went to a doctor and he had done ECG, that is a stress test. So they thought there's something wrong with my heart. So that was the level of awareness we had back then. I'm talking about maybe 15, 20 years back. So that was my first experience ever. And it wasn't a very great, because actually we did not understand what is happening. Even the doctors didn't know. There were no counselors in our school. Teachers didn't understand. So it nothing helped me at that point of time. And then I just went on with my life. And second was when I was in my final year graduation, and exam stress was very high. So again, I had anxiety, nausea, and then I went to a psychiatrist because I had a severe panic attacks. I thought it's more of exam stress, and I was put on medications again. There was no counseling guidance. So these were the two initial times when I started feeling that I have something like anxiety, but still not knowing what exactly that is.
So that must have been very difficult. Today you're saying anxiety. Probably at that time nobody even knew that what you're experiencing
Yes,
is anxiety.
exactly. And
Yeah.
going to a psychiatrist, there was a lot of stigma attached to it.
Mm.
I still remember in my classes, they were like talking in hush hush tones. Oh, she's going to a psychiatrist. It was like if you go to a psychiatrist, you're crazy. It's like,
Ah, yeah.
there is normal and abnormal. There is nothing in between.
Yeah.
So there was like a lot of stigma attached to it, and I was feeling something's wrong with me. That kind of looks that I was getting, that hush hush
Mm.
talks,
Mm.
as if I don't know what is wrong with me, and it added to my stress. It added to
Yeah.
the
So
anxiety
that
even
people
more.
talking, that stigma, in fact, made you more anxious
Yes,
in a way.
Yes.
And then how did you, I think you came to me quite a few years after marriage, not immediately. How did you come to that understanding that now you need to take some therapy?
So again, when I started working, that is when I was in the field of social work, and we had therapeutic intervention as a subject, and I did start understanding about more about mental health. So the first time when I had my anxiety attacks and issues, I went to a psychiatrist again and started on my medication, and then I went to a counselor. So that's when the counselor helped me, um, and they started making me understand that uh, medications help. That time, because I was having a lot of anxiety issues, they said once you settle down, counseling will help you in a much better way. I
Hmm.
remember the phrase that he said was, we cannot repair a ship in the storm, so we have to
Ah,
first
lovely. What a
settle down
lovely
the
thing to
storm,
say. Yeah. Hmm.
which we will do with the help of medications. And when you're a bit calmer, then the therapy will work in a much better way.
Yeah.
And of course, I had my shares of counselors, because I feel sometimes you don't vibe with someone. So, but every counselor that I met has taught me something or the other, which has helped me grow as a person. I even went to a hypnotherapist. So when I started working, um, it was just me on this journey with whatever understanding I had. And I started doing a lot of therapies. I did Gestalt, I did CBT, I even underwent hypnotherapy. So lot of varieties of therapies, and meeting a lot of therapists. So
Yeah.
that's the whole journey.
So it's
And
okay.
then
In a way,
finally,
it's
I also
okay
came to you.
to journey through many therapists. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying something, Samia? Yeah.
Then I think I had you as my therapist for the longest amount of time. Yeah.
So
So
what resolved at that time, when we met? According to you now, looking back, what got resolved?
ma'am, I had when I was going through these therapies, I realized that a lot of it had to do with few childhood traumas or the
Mm-hmm.
needs that were unmet, and
Mm-hmm.
all of it was manifesting itself in some or the other behavioral issues and
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. Things that came up in therapy that I had not remembered for years.
Mm-hmm.
And letting go of emotions,
Mm-hmm.
forgiving people I did not even remember. So all those hidden things which I had kept in my subconscious, perhaps,
Mm-hmm.
they started coming to the surface. And then bringing that to the surface, it's a very difficult thing to
Mm-hmm.
remember things which even are, deep down inside you, and then healing them. So it changed me completely. I did not even realize a lot of my anxiety was coming out of that, and a lot of my need to
Mm-hmm.
please people, all that personality
Mm-hmm.
traits that I had at that point of time, need of approval, people pleasing, all of it is stemming from childhood. So when we started working on my issues, that's when, things started getting resolving on its own, and I saw a huge change, not only me, people around me. So the whole thing about doing therapy is that uh, I started feeling like, for example, if I had anger issues, it's not okay. पहले कोई अगर गुस्से वाला इंसान होता था, तो लोग कहते थे अरे वो तो वैसा ही है.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to adjust according to that person.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the case. When I have anger issues, I have to work on myself. It's just not for my sake, it is also for my loved ones, because it affects.
So what you're
uh,
saying is when you started working on your issues, Samia,
mm,
you understood that the anxiety is coming from very deep childhood issues also. You also
yes,
understood its
yes,
relationship to anger. And it
yes,
not just helped you others also started seeing how you become maybe less angry. And I
Mm.
remember your
Yeah.
relationships started getting better at that time.
Yes, yes,
And you
yes,
definitely looked a lot more happier,
yes,
relaxed.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes. And in
And
fact, then you
others
got.
were complimenting me
Hmm.
that, oh, I have matured so much, that
Hmm.
I am a calmer person
Hmm.
now. And everyone could sense that.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
because I was also working with a lot of counselors
Hmm.
as my colleagues,
Hmm.
they also started saying that, oh, therapy is really very good for you.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I remember that they were the very like it was hard work, definitely a lot of
yes,
hard work, I remember.
yes,
And but you did it. And I remember then you got married, you shifted to Middle East, and now you have a little daughter, you know.
yes,
And uh, that was my first stint. Then you got married, you went away, and then you contacted me again for some other issues, which also now some of them are settled, of course. What were
yes.
those issues, Samia?
So, um, now that I was very aware of my emotions, and if I'm getting angry, I'm able to understand, oh, okay, I'm getting angry or I'm getting irritated. I had a lot of awareness. But what happened is, all of a sudden, I had developed a lot of stomach issues,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
I
Mm-hmm.
went to a lot of doctors and did a lot of tests even here in UAE, but uh, nothing, major could be found out.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to India and I uh, did a lot of tests. But again, there was nothing really in the test as
Mm-hmm.
well. And then I began my therapy again, because then I realized that it is a condition called IBS, irritational bowel syndrome. And the doctor told me, my doctor told me, if your mind is irritated, your
Mm-hmm.
bowels also are irritated.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the word irritated bowel syndrome. And that's, I understood that, oh, I have not been doing my therapy, and because I had really,
Mm-hmm.
really changed for the best.
Mm-hmm.
But then some level of stress was still there, which now was affecting my body,
Mm-hmm.
unknown to me. That's when I began my therapy again. And the first question that my therapist, that is, you asked me is, uh, what happened exactly on the day you had this stomach upset? Tell me what happened few days back. Tell me exactly what happened. That's when it hit me. Oh, I was stressed. That's when it got worst. So then I healed myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that, okay, now that my stomach is upset, okay, I just think, what is it that really affected me? So that awareness
Yeah.
wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Again, therapy helped me, and it
Okay.
always helps me when I need it.
Okay. So what we are saying is that how the emotional state, the mental health, how it is, how that interacts with the body and can create
Yes,
issues.
yes,
And often we are only going to for the medical help, which is required, of course, but
yes,
not many of us are able to connect it to our emotional states. So I'm very
true.
happy, Samia, that that settled quite a bit, and
Yeah,
uh, you're back in UAE. Happy with your daughter and doing a lot of. Now you're studying also. And you told me, so I'm
yes,
very happy about that.
thank you.
And thank you so much, Samia. I think that was really insightful, and I'm sure it'll help a lot of people to know how your journey has been and how you have been so courageous to take help. And thank you so much.
And I just like to add one more
Sure,
thing, ma'am,
sure.
that I realize a lot of people have this issue, like, having stomach upset when they're stressed, feeling nausea when they're stressed. I had all those
Mm,
symptoms, like even my legs getting weak.
mm,
It's just now that I have realized that all of that was stress
mm,
related responses of the body. So
Hmm.
thank you so much for helping me understand my mind, my soul, and my body, and helping in this difficult journey. And I hope that we'll always still be in touch. And this is a process. There is no destination. It's a process of becoming the better version of ourselves, healthier version of ourselves. And this will always be very helpful. And all of you all have been very kind. All the therapists and you, ma'am, have been very kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving me the privilege to enter your world.
Thank
Thank you. Have a nice day, Samia. Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.